So yeah, so let's kick this thing off here, right? So, as some people may know, I am a very big Pop-Tarts fan. I have always been a Pop-Tart connoisseur, perhaps. I grew up having Pop-Tarts as almost a delicacy, because I didn't get to have them super often, and when we did get them, I'd get like, one package of them, and we'd have to share the rest with my brothers and whatnot. So, as I got older, I bought plenty of Pop-Tarts for myself. So I've always really, really liked Pop-Tarts. So with that being said, our tier list is pretty simple here. There really isn't any bad Pop-Tart, so nothing goes below C tier here. But there are some I've just never had, and I think part of that is simply because they aren't offered in the stores around me, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. There's not like it's kind of weird. The stores around me don't have like the biggest selection, so I'm usually kind of limited a little bit. But I have had most of the ones here. There's only a couple that I haven't had, so I felt more than qualified to give my expertise. We'll start with the ones you guys are requesting here. So cinnamon roll, I've actually never had the cinnamon roll Pop-Tarts, so I can't rank it. This is one that we have just not had around here. But I'll tell you, if I did have these, I would probably end up loving them to death because I love cinnamon roll flavored shit. Like, I didn't word that correctly. I don't like eating shit. But cinnamon roll flavored food, dude, I love that stuff. So I would probably rank it higher if I had tried them. They're not around here, so it's unfortunate. So strawberry milkshake I have had. It's been a while since I've had it, I think. But I do remember liking this one a lot. And especially if you freeze this one, it's a real good time. In order to differentiate, I'm going to be kind of picky with where I'm putting things. So strawberry milkshake, I remember really enjoying. I think those are A tier. I don't remember them being like best of the best for me, but I do really like them. So they had them for a while in the 2000s. The ones they came out with, okay, so the new ones, I probably had the new ones, and that's probably what I'm thinking of. Because the new ones I've definitely had, and those are fine. So that's kind of what I'm basing that on. I don't know if I've actually had the original strawberry milkshake ones, but I feel like I have. I feel like I had those at one point, but either way, those are A tier. Cherry is a solid like B tier Pop-Tart. It's not like overpowering, but it's also not like anything that crazy. I mean, it's kind of in that category with some of the other fruit ones that are just like, they're good. They taste good. It's not hurting you to eat it. It's a good time. So cherry is that B tier for me. I guess I can also get raspberry out of the way. I feel like raspberry is kind of on that same tier. Same with blueberry and strawberry. I know that strawberry is like really high up there for a lot of people. All the like fruity ones, even like where's wildberry? Wildberry, same thing. I think all of those are like roughly on the same level for me personally. There's nothing offensive about them, but they're not my first choice at all. Like, they're classic flavors. They taste good. It's just not really like anything special, you know? The Pop-Tart that's not on here that I wish was on here are the glazed apple cinnamon Pop-Tarts. I don't know if you guys have had those, but glazed apple cinnamon Pop-Tarts are real good. Those are like A tier for me. Those are really good. I love those. So shout out to glazed apple cinnamon. Those would be A tier. This one I've never had. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Like strawberry fucking unicorn? Who cares? Splits I've never had. We definitely don't have those. I've never once seen these splits in a store. I've never seen those before. These ones, the chocolate peanut butter ones and just the normal peanut butter, I haven't had just the normal peanut butter, but the chocolate peanut butter one is real good. I made ice cream sandwiches out of these chocolate peanut butter ones. They were so fucking good, dude. Because these came out around the same time that the Carl's Jr. ice cream sandwich thing was happening. That's why I remember making that ice cream sandwich. Dude, I loved those Pop-Tarts. It's like almost S tier for me. But again, I'm going to be very picky with what goes in S tier. But the chocolate peanut butter, those are so good. Those are like close to S tier for me. I don't know if you guys ever had those. It was definitely a very limited time thing. But man, those were good. I love those. Okay, the unfrosted ones, I mean, that's definitely C tier. I don't know. I've had these and they're not good. Like, it takes the fun part of Pop-Tarts away and just leaves you with like, it's like having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but like leaving the crust and taking all the middle of the sandwich out. That's what it feels like when I have the unfrosted Pop-Tarts. Just like you took the fun part away and now it's just like a fruit leather, but without the leathery texture. It's kind of boring. What else? Splits I haven't had again. What is this? Okay, vanilla milkshake I've not had these, so I cannot rank those. But that covers all the ones I haven't had. The rest of these I can actually rank. Let's go chocolate fudge next. So chocolate fudge I haven't had in a while, but I did have chocolate fudge back in the day. I remember liking it. It was just always a little too chocolatey for me. That was always kind of, yeah, that was always my problem with it. It was just like chocolate on chocolate on chocolate. Like the crusty part of it, chocolate. Inside, chocolate. Frosting, chocolate. Like, it's just a little too much. So, that's, personally, it's C tier. Top of C tier for sure, but it's C tier for me. It has less frosting, but they make the not frosted part taste good. So even the edges are yummy. Exactly. That's... I'm telling you, man, if I can find the cinnamon roll Pop-Tart, dude, I'm gonna chow on those for sure. I'll even try them on stream. How about that? I'll try them for the first time on stream. If I get my hands on them. Okay, what's next? Let's do. Okay, you know what? Let's do s'mores next. This is an easy one for me. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. S'mores are my favorite Pop-Tart of all time. That's easily S tier. I have never once been disappointed by s'mores Pop-Tarts. I love them every single time. They are like simply just perfect for me. Not like overly sweet, but like the marshmallow chocolate with the frosting and the crusting is a little more crumbly and like it's just a totally different experience than the other Pop-Tarts I have. S'mores is my easy go-to every single time. Love s'mores Pop-Tarts, and I feel like that's all I need to say about them. God tier Pop-Tarts. Chocolate chip. Chocolate chip was one I actually really liked growing up because, again, it wasn't like too overwhelming. This was like the only one that like wasn't frosted that I was actually kind of a fan of, even though they are kind of frosted still technically. So chocolate chip is a tough one because I don't know if it's like A tier for me. No, it's like B tier. It's like top of B tier because I do really like them, but you know, it's not like it's not chocolate peanut butter level for me. I don't really have any hot takes when it comes to Pop-Tarts. I don't think. Like, I think putting strawberry in B tier is like the hottest take I've had so far. Like, I think nostalgia is what makes people like wild berry the most, but they're really not that good. Like, they're fine, but it's like they're not anything special. Let's do cookies and cream next. Cookies and cream is an A tier for me. Oreo flavored stuff is typically hard to mess up. I think Pop-Tarts does a good job of it. It sometimes is not what I'm in the mood for, but when I am in the mood for it, it is very good. I love it. When I am feeling the cookies and cream, I'm like, it satisfies the itch. And now we're down to these three. These man, these are all real good. These are all real good Pop-Tarts. All right, let's do hot fudge sundae. It's another A tier for me. Again, really good. I've had these pretty recently, actually. If you freeze these, this was so good frozen. Very good frozen Pop-Tart right here. I love that shit. And there's not much more I need to say. It's you don't really need to analyze Pop-Tarts too much. Like, if you've had them, if you know, you know, okay? And that's good. I probably would put strawberry milkshake under those two, but not over chocolate peanut butter. And then the last two here. Okay, these ones are pretty easy for me. Are you ready? Brown sugar cinnamon S tier, chocolate chip cookie dough S tier. I think both of those are very easy S tiers. I think some people maybe not with the chocolate chip cookie dough. But I mean, brown sugar and cinnamon, how can you not put that one in S tier? Brown sugar cinnamon is an absolute classic, an absolute banger. It's everything you would want in a Pop-Tart other than s'mores. There's a reason that Pop-Tart is in every college vending machine all across the country. Because everyone likes that shit. Chocolate chip cookie dough, it has grown on me over the years so much. That's one of my go-tos as well. Those are really good toasted. So now I guess I should specify. I should have said this at the beginning. I know that there's like a big split between people. Some people eat Pop-Tarts toasted. Some people eat them without toasting them. I am definitely on this more towards the side of not toasting them. I actually really enjoy Pop-Tarts untoasted. But that being said, it's not like I don't like them toasted. I think they're great toasted as well. I just, yeah, that's kind of my thing too. I'm a little too lazy to toast them. Like, I'd rather just open the package and start chowing down. But there are certain ones that I feel like you kind of need to toast. Like the chocolate chip one is one of those where I feel like that one's really good toasted. And even chocolate fudge. I think both of those are pretty good toasted. But the rest of them, I pretty much am always like, I'm just going to eat those right out of the bag or freeze them. So I think that's the quickest tier list we've ever made. It took like 15 minutes. I mean, I feel like this one was one of the easiest ones I could have done, because I mean, there's not a ton of things to go through. Because there was one that was like every Pop-Tart flavor imaginable, but I'm like, dude, I looked at it and there were so many flavors on there that I didn't even know existed. I'm like, what even is this shit? There were like special like SpongeBob, partnership ones. I'm like, dude, I don't even know, man. I don't know what any of this means. So I didn't bother with it. So yeah, that's our tier list. I guess we could make sure we rank them correctly in the tier themselves. Again, S tier is already done. A tier is done. B tier, I think I like strawberry the most out of those, followed by wild berry, followed by raspberry, cherry, blueberry. That's fine. Yeah, there we go. Now we have our tier list. Now it's ready to go.